All right. So algebra B5, multiply and divide rational numbers. So rational numbers are fractions. Any number that can be put in a fraction. That could be a whole number. That could be a negative number. All right. It could be a decimal. Okay. That repeats or terminates, or it could be a fraction. All of those are rational numbers. Now, with rational numbers, okay, with rational numbers, we can multiply straight across, meaning this. 3/4 times 1/3. I can do 3 times 1 and get 3. And I can do 4 times 3 to get 12. Chucky, are you okay with that?
Sure.
Sure. Julie, are you okay with
Yep.
that?
Sure.
All right, thanks, cool cat, Julie. So we can type in 3/12. What about this one? Grace? 1/8 times 4/5. If I multiplied straight across, what would I get, Grace? Katie? Oh, come on, this is all we have to do today. What about Ava?
I don't know the answer to that one.
Well, what is 1 times 4?
4.
And what's 8 times 5?
40.
40. So it's 4/40. Now with questions like this one where I need to divide, here's the trick. When you're dividing fractions, you multiply by the reciprocal. So the reciprocal means you just flip the second fraction. Do you guys see that? How the first one is divided by -1/2, and the second one, the one I wrote, is times -2/1. So now when I do -1 times -2, I get 2, and 4 times 1 is 4. So I get 2/4, which is 1/2. Joe. Joe?
Yeah.
How do I make a mixed number a improper fraction? What do I have to do? Do you remember?
What do you
2
have to add?
times
2 times 1
plus,
plus -1.
yeah, plus the 1. So 2 times 1 is 1 plus the 2, the 1 on top is 3. So the first fraction is -3/2. Now the second fraction, Joe, can you help me out with that?
So you do would it be -2/3? No,
Well, what's 3 times 1?
3,
Plus 2.
5.
So it'd be -5/3.
Yeah.
Make sense now?
Uh-huh.
Now, when we multiply a cross jump, we do -3 times -5, that's 15. And 2 times 3 is 6.
Yeah.
So I have 15/6. Nate, you there, buddy?
I'm here.
How are you doing today? Pretty good?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Not bad. Now, Nate, do you see this problem? It says 0.5 times 7.4.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, remember those properties I taught you guys where I can multiply in any order I want? It was called the community property. Ring a bell a little bit?
A little bit.
All right. So instead of doing 7.4 times 0.5, I'm going to do 0.5 times 7.4. Do you see how I wrote it on the screen?
Yep,
Do you remember how to do these type of problems?
I do.
Okay. Start me off then. What do I do?
We're gonna multiply 5 by 4,
Okay. What is that?
20.
Carry my 2, right?
Carry the 2 over there. Then you're gonna multiply 5 by 7, which is 35, and then you're gonna add the 2.
Okay. Now my answer is not 370, is it?
No.
Okay. How do I know where to put the decimal point?
I don't know. I know where it goes, but I don't know how you're supposed to
All right.
figure
Where
it
does
out.
it go?
In between the 3 and the 7.
Okay, so you are right about that. Now, how do you know that? Well, I feel Nate just knows these things. He doesn't know why he knows them. He just does. He's just smart. But for a guy like me, I learned it back in the day when I went to Indian Lane. See how I have the 4 and the 5? Nate, do you see those two numbers?
Yep.
See how they're both behind the decimal point?
Yeah.
I'm 2 numbers behind the decimal point, so I move the decimal point 1, 2 to there. Make sense to you, Nate?
Yep.
So that's where I get the answer of 3.70. All right, Allie.
Yes.
Allie, how do I make mixed numbers into improper fractions?
Isn't it then you times the denominator and the whole number, and you add the whole number and the numerator
Very good. So 4 times 1 is 4 plus
is 1.
Can you do the other one for me?
2 times 3 is 5 plus 1, so it's 6/2.
Close. 2 times 3 is 6.
Oh,
Plus
6.
1 is 7.
Yeah, that's what I said. Oh, it's 7. Oh.
No, perfect. You did it really well. It's tough to do this like over a screen. Now,
Yeah.
Allie, should we pick on Julie and make her do this problem?
Yes, please.
Julie,
I'm unavailable.
Julie, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, Julie. What's 5 times 7?
35.
And 2 times 4?
8.
There, you're done. 35/8.
Think you can trick me, Ellie, man.
All right.
This isn't fair.
Life is not fair. Annie. Can you hear me, Annie?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, Annie, your turn. Can you make the 4 5/8 into a mix or an improper fraction?
Is it 37 over 8?
It is. So Annie did 8 times 4 is 32 plus 5 is 37. So -1 times -37 over 8 is just 37 over 8. Chucky.
Yeah.
All right, what's the answer here?
-4 over 20.
Well, how'd you get -4 over
Hold up. No, before.
4 over 20? Very good. Now, Chucky, are you able to reduce 4 over 20?
Yeah.
To what? What does that reduce to?
2 over 10.
Which reduces to what?
1/5.
Chucky, you want to see something pretty cool? Do you see this
Maybe.
right here? That you just crossed out?
Sure.
Do you see that for
Yep.
Guess what? It cancels.
What?
If you have a number on top and a number on bottom, you can cancel them. So if I canceled them, I could have got my answer of 1/5 really quickly.
Oh.
Isn't that nice? So -1/5 times -1/2 is 1/10. Because a negative times a negative is a positive. So 1/10. Louis. Your mic's still not working, Louis? Louis, I know your phone's working. Do you want to call my school phone? It's 610-627-6328.
He says it's not working.
And he's going to have to call in one day. Unreal. All right. So we have to make these numbers into improper fractions. So I do 2 times 1, that's 2, plus 1 is 3. So it's -3 over 2. Times, all right, 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9. So that would be 9 over 2, and it's negative. Now notice I can't cancel anything here because there's nothing shared on the top and bottom. So I can do -3 times -9, that's 27. And 2 times 2 is 4.
Herman, I don't know if you want to hear this, but Louis said he got his phone taken away as well.
I just saw it in his hand. All right. With division, don't forget, I have to flip that second one. So the first step is I'm going to do 8 times 1. That's 8 plus the 1 is 9. So I have 9 over 8 times, flip the second fraction. So that's going to be -2 over 1. Now, just like I told Chucky, I can cancel things. The 2 goes into 8 4 times. So I get -9 over 4. Again, I have a mixed number at the front. So I need to do 2 times 5 is 10, plus 1 is 11. So I have 11 over 2 times, flip my second fraction. So that's -5 over 4. 11 times -5 is -55 over 8. And we're almost done, and then I'll tell you what you guys need to do. All right, Nate, you did so well at this the first time. Can you help me out with this problem? Nate? Oh, boy. All right, Allie. You there?
Why me?
Well, you're going to do the first part, and Julie's going to do the second part. Sound fair?
Okay.
All right. So, Allie, you need to do the 4. So it's 4 times 5.
4 times 5 is 20.
Carry my 2. What's 4 times 6?
Hold on. 24 plus 2 is 26.
All right, Allie. Way to go. Julie,
Thank you.
your turn.
All right.
Julie, what do I have to remember to do?
Decimal point.
Not yet. Remember, since I moved over a column, I need to put my 0 there. Okay? Now, let me use a different color. All right, Julie, what's 1 times 5?
5,
What's 1 times 6?
6,
0 plus 0, Julie.
0,
6 plus 5.
11,
1 plus 2 plus 6.
9,
Now, where does my decimal point go?
between the 1 and the 0. Right? Maybe, maybe not.
Where?
9 and the 1.
Between the 9 and the 1, because I have 2 decimal points, or 2 numbers after the decimal point. So it would be 9.10. The last problem here is 3 divided by negative 0.8. Now, this type of problem, okay, it's going to be tough because we don't have a fraction. I could make that a fraction. I could do 3 divided by negative 8 over 10, and I could do it 3 times negative 10 over 8. I could do it this way. And I would get negative 30 over 8. But since it starts as a decimal, I'm going to work with the decimal. And here's what we do. In order to divide these, I'm going to move the decimal point 1 place over. Decimal point's here, so I'm going to move it 1 place over. So I'm really going to do the problem 8 goes into 30 how many times? 8 goes into 30 3 times. That's 24. 30 minus 24 is 6. Bring down the 0. Now, how many times does 8 go into 60? 7 times. That's going to be 56. 60 minus 56 is 4. Bring down the next 0. So 8 goes into 40 5 times because 8 times 5 is 40. So my answer is 3.75. Sorry, negative. Any questions here?